So, I was just in a normal Forsaken server, you know, fairies, femboys, condos, AAMs, MAPs, ICUPs, just the average server, right? Anyway, we are talking about the aesthetic and biological factors that go into consideration when evaluating the quote-unquote goonability of Forsaken characters. It was a pretty normal conversation, but it got me thinking, Forsaken? Gooning? I could make a huge video about this. And since my last video did alright, I'm gonna make another tier list. Cue the intro. So, we currently have 6 killers and 13 survivors to play with. You know what I mean. There will be 2 tier lists, one for my own opinion, also known as the right one, and the community's vote. The tier list will be in no particular order, starting off with...
Stop telling people that you're busy. You're not busy, you're gooning. You're gooning.
1 to the 4th or 1x1x1x1 is actually fairly goonable. They're gender fluid, which allows the people of the R34 community to create more diverse content, so to speak.
Man, shut your...
This increases 1x1's gooning accessibility factor, allowing gooners of both sides to participate. A tier. This is what the community has to say.
Jiggle my balls to Niagara Falls. When I see you, I'm not just gonna touch you. Huh. I'ma fuck you.
Next is Guess 1337. Now, Guess is a very niche character to goon to. As we all know, Rule 29, all girls are men and all kids are undercover FBI agents. Therefore, the only people who can goon to Guess are the gays, specifically the ones who like masculine dudes. Now, there is an exception with the female version of Guest, however, that's not even in Forsaken, so D tier goon. Cool Kid. Okay, Cool Kid just gets his own category. Yeah, I'm not even involving the community in this one.
For minors, do we love minors? I love minors.
What's with these homies dissing my girl? Why do they go?
Carry this, you filthy casual.
Plug.
Anyway, Chance.
Let's go gambling!
This is a tricky one. It can kinda go either way. On one hand, we have that cat 2-time X-Dog Chance X9 Elliot Peakness. On the other hand, we got a Chance with suicidal thoughts. But based on its goon potential rather than the community, as we all know what they do, I'd say B tier. This is what the community has to say. Dussy. Well, you can't really go wrong with Dussy, however, there isn't really much potential to go incredibly right. Like for example, some of the characters here can have some overarching peak piece of content to rule it all, but with Dussy, it's just good, but not great. It's definitely goonable, and since I don't want to disrespect that dussy bussy like that, A tier.
This is what the community has to say.
When you start fucking me raw, hope it's painful for me. I hope your condom expires.
The newest killer edition, Guest 666. Unless this video takes a really long time to come out. Now, hear me out on this one. How can getting railed by a big black 8-foot tall furry ever be a bad thing? In what universe? High A tier, because I have some special reservations for the Super Goon. Speaking of which, Jane Doe, S tier goon. Ow. Nothing can make her bad. At least not as bad as she already is. Even if I drew her, it'd still be goonable. Actually, you know what, I'll draw her just to show you how bad I am at drawing and how peak Jane Doe is at gooning. Hey gooners, hey guys, what's up? Look at my big juicy muscles, yeah, that's right. Anyway, here's the drawing, I guess. There's not much else to say here. If the community disagrees, I'm gonna
You to hang up that computer call, come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
And now her counterpart, John Doe. Now, unfortunately, these two are in fairly different categories. John Doe, similar to Dusaka, the community hasn't really given him a peakness potential. Guys, where is his PP? John Doe is missing a PP. Somebody give him back his PP.
Kill yourself!
B tier.
Did you pray today? Cause if you didn't,
Somebody once told me the world is...
Shedletsky. Now, Shedletsky is kind of similar to Guest, with the exception being he's got skin diversity. And no, I'm not talking about multiculturalism. He's got a diverse set of community-made media based on his different skins. This was not a factor of Guest, which allows gooning to Shedletsky to be more inclusive. That doesn't mean he's good though. In the wise words of Sun Tzu, give a man a sword, and statues will be made in his honor. Give a man a chicken, and Fat Fetish R34 gay porn will be made instead. C tier.
Played these games before! I said I played these games before!
007 and 7. What can I say? No, really, what? I'm not sure what to say. Well, 007's a father. My father left for the milk carton. Who can afford milk in this economy?
Kinda prefer my new car, eh?
Oh yeah, what kind of car do you have?
Surprise, I just bought a new Corolla wagon.
Noli is seldom found among the deep dark depths that is the internet. If you scroll for a while, you will see him pop up every now and then, but usually as a background character. Because of this, Noli is rather difficult to shortcut to. However, I've seen a greater lack in, how should I say, absolutely chopped content as a result in his rarity. Therefore, I'll objectively have to place him in the could be tier better category.
I'm white. I'm black. I'm yellow.
And I'm single. What's up, boys? Ladies, shit!
Builderman experiences the same issues as Guest does. Not only is he not Gooner inclusive, all of his skins lack the same overly sexualized aspects of others, like Elliot or Two Time. Also, he's a pedophile. This is gonna be another D tier from me.
I like you, and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
Noob tends to be a fan favorite among Forsaken Gooners, and well, I must agree with the majority on this one. Noob has quite possibly one of the most diverse set of skins out of all the characters. He can be a masculine, feminine, male, female, both and none at the same time. This largely affects the community's output, as it gives everybody a chance to jork it to Noob. S tier.
Oh my goodness, I'm literally in creative! I stroke my pickle.
Oh, Elliot. My beloved Elliot. Not only is Elliot an 11, he has so many perks that when combined create the perfect gooning material. You see, Elliot practically has everything you could ever ask for from a gooning standpoint. He has a similar skin diversity to that of Noob, if not more. He also has the benefits of providing pizza, and who the f doesn't like pizza? On top of all that, he as a character is beyond what humans could possibly peek at. His entire moveset is based around helping out the homies when they're in a pickle, or, well, with their pickle. His hair is the perfect length to pull back while you ram into him, and his fits, all of them, make me wanna f him. No lube, no protection, all night, all day, from the kitchen floor to the toilet seat, from the dining table to the bedroom, from the bathroom sink to the shower, from the front porch to the balcony, vertically, horizontally, quadratic, exponential. I kinda trailed off there for a while. Just want to make sure you know he's an S tier. Yeah. Next character.
I like them boys and shit, everybody knows. I thought it was a girl, but then that shit was exposed.
Jason or Slasher, or whatever you want to call him. I'll just call him Jason because it's easier. From the beginning, Jason seemed doomed to fail in the R34 community. However, to many people's surprises, including my own, he prevailed. Jason has very few goonable skins, and by nature is a pretty sexless being. He's the embodiment of homicidal thoughts. However, with such little resources, the gooning community managed to save him from his once thought inevitable demise. Using the few skins he has, as well as very talented art skills, Jason is actually pretty goonable. Of course, I can't show proof of such things here on YouTube, but it's times like these where the true meaning of Rule 34 really makes itself remembered again. Actually goonable.
Boom! There goes your tower. Watch it crumble. Feel the power.
I feel like Taff is secretly really kinky. Nobody ever stopped and questioned why they got all those ropes on them at all times, not to mention that the entire moveset is just about edging the killer and then busting all over their face. 7.5 out of 10 would smash again. Next.
My mommy said no more skibidi toilets, so I left the poo-poo in her chocolate cake.
Two-Time holds a special place in my death. You see, he was the very first character that I ever got Gooner Stone 4 to, where gooning to the previous characters is about as consistent as my upload schedule. Gooning to Two-Time is the one unchanging factor of the universe. Oh yeah, also he gives crazy backshots. It doesn't matter if you're straight, curved, exponential, etc. Man, woman, in between, whatever. It doesn't matter if you're human, a dog, a pencil, extraterrestrial. Everybody goons to Veronica. Everybody. Focus your attention to the image on the board. See this? This is your grandmother. She is straight. She is also dead. And beyond the grave, she is still jorking it to Veronica. Now look at this image. This guy is gayer than me. Crazy, I know. Yet, he still made Veronica R34. Veronica isn't just S tier. No. Foolish little gooner. She is gooning. She is the meaning of goon and life and the world itself. She is the concept, the belief, the religion of goon. Don't you understand? Even the heat death of the universe couldn't stop me from gooning to her. She contradicts time and space itself. Her being is beyond the 26th dimension. She is the earth, the universe, our God, Lord and Savior. Veronica, oh Veronica.